Yo, what's going on, guys? Today, I'm gonna be making a video talking about some news that just came out today from Production Weekly, and shout out to Production Weekly and Craving Something Scary because they're both the reasons I found out about this. But Production Weekly posted this today, and or yesterday actually. I'm assuming it was like maybe late at night. I don't even know, but they posted this yesterday, and but I just found out about this today. Production Weekly, it shows that Guy Busick, who was one of the writers for Scream 5 and 6, along with James Vanderbilt, has just came back. And we're just going to be talking about that today. So if you guys enjoy, like, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. And yeah, we're just going to dive right into this. So anyways, so Guy Busick has returned. He was, like I said, one of the writers for Scream 5 and 6. And him and James Vanderbilt, since they were both the writers for Scream 5 and 6, Guy Busick, I thought he had returned as well for some reason, but I guess I was wrong about that because whenever I saw the I forgot who it came from specifically, but there was an article from a valid source that said that James Vanderbilt, he was writing Scream 7 along with Christopher Landon. So Christopher Landon was helping James Vanderbilt write Scream 7. So they were writing together, and and Christopher Landon was helping James Vanderbilt write Scream 7 whenever Jenna Ortega left, whenever Melissa left. But after Christopher Landon left and he was no longer able to help James Vanderbilt write Scream 7, now James Vanderbilt was left all by himself writing Scream 7, and he had to start all over. So Christopher Landon was the one helping James Vanderbilt write Scream 7, plus Christopher Landon was also directing it, as we know. And since Christopher Landon left, now Guy Busick is back, and he was the writer, like I said, for Scream 5 and 6, along with James Vanderbilt. So now they're both back. They're both back at this point. And Guy Busick, the thing is that this news was very unexpected. I just did not expect this news to come out that he's back and that he's returned. And I don't know why. Like I said, I thought that he had already been back. I guess I must have got something confused, but I thought him and James were back together already like a month ago. But like I said, I just got things wrong. But he is officially back now, and him and James were the original writers for Scream 5 and 6. So now they're back for Scream 7 together. James is no longer solo, or he was solo for the time being after Christopher Landon had left. So at this point, I'm curious. Like I said, I really don't know where Scream 7 is gonna go at this point. Like I've said that already, and it's Guy Busick is back, and but it's just still, regardless, what are they gonna do? Like it's a very confusing situation still, that we don't know for sure what is exactly gonna happen for Scream 7. It's just a confusing situation. So as far as where I'm at, like like Guy Busick, he's like, since him and James Vanderbilt were writing Scream 5 and 6 together already, and now they're back together. They're reunited for Scream 7. I'm curious why he left to begin with. Like I'm wondering why Guy Busick left. To begin with, like why did he leave Scream 7? Because if he was writing Scream 5 and 6, why did he leave for Scream 7? And then all of a sudden, well, I know why he's back now because it could. Some will say it's a coincidence, but I don't think it's a coincidence. There's just no way it's a coincidence. And like, you're telling me all of a sudden he comes back whenever Christopher Landon leaves? Like, because, like I said, James and Guy were literally writing Scream 5 and 6 together. And for Scream 7, Christopher Landon and James were now writing Scream 7 together. But after Christopher Landon left, James was now all on his own. So you're telling me now all of a sudden Guy Busick comes back after Christopher Landon leaves as the director / writer, with James Vanderbilt. You're telling me now all of a sudden Guy Busick comes back after Christopher Landon leaves? Yeah. It's some, like I said, some people will say that's a coincidence, but I just don't see that as a coincidence. That's just like, there's just no way that he definitely came back because James Vanderbilt was all on his own. He had no one to help him with the writing anymore. Christopher Landon was the one helping him. And now that he's gone, who else is he going to get help from when it comes to writing the script for Scream 7? So that's the only logical reasoning he could have came back for Scream 7 for Guy Busick to return all of a sudden after Christopher Landon leaves. It only makes sense that he came back because of Christopher Landon leaving as the director / co-writer for Scream 7. James Vanderbilt, he was all on his own, so that's why he came back to help him with the writing. So, yeah, that makes sense. But it's that's the only reasoning he would have came back, because he left for whatever reason. Guy Busick left. Like I really don't know why, but maybe he didn't want to do Scream 7. He didn't want to write it. I don't know why Guy Busick left to begin with, but him and James are now reunited, so that's really where we're at now. But some people have said that I've seen some people say that what is Radio Silence gonna return as the directors for Scream 7, and as far as where I'm at, I doubt it because the reason they left is because they had a busy schedule. And, the thing is that Radio Silence, they're still a part of Scream 7. They're just executive producers. So they're not like part of the creative this time, directing wise, right? They're not shooting all the shots with the cameras. They're not doing the editing and all that other stuff. Like they're not doing that. So all Radio Silence is doing, Matt and Tyler Gillette, they're just executive producers now for Scream 7. So it's not like they fully left Scream 7 ever, but yeah, they still have a busy schedule, so I don't know why they would return as the directors, it doesn't really make sense at this point for that to happen. So, yeah, like I said, I've seen some people say that Radio Silence is going to return. Matt and Tyler are going to return as the directors for Scream 7, but literally the reason they left is because they had a busy schedule. And that's the whole reason Christopher Landon came as the director to begin with, is because he was their replacement. And now that Christopher Landon is gone, just because Christopher Landon is gone doesn't mean that all of a sudden Radio Silence is filming schedule is going to change. Like their busy filming schedule that caused them to leave Scream 7 to begin with is just going to change just because Christopher Landon is gone. So that's all I'm saying. As far as Radio Silence returning, Matt and Tyler, they're not returning. Like their busy filming schedules, like I said, is not going to change just because Christopher Landon is gone now. But they're still executive producers for Scream 7. So, there's that. That's really all there is there. But, yeah, I mean, but it's Scream 7. It's still in a confusing spot right now, either way, because, like I said, there's just, like, it, I don't know. It's just, with Guy Busick coming back, because, like, I did start to think that maybe they were gonna cancel Scream 7, but now that Guy Busick is back as one of the writers for Scream 7, I just don't really see them canceling Scream 7. I feel like they're still trying to go forward with it at this point. So as far as canceling Scream 7, it's still possible, right? It's still possible, but it's a lower possibility now. At first I thought it was a bigger possibility. And that was one of the things I wanted to happen, but I just don't see it happening. Like Guy Busick comes back as one of the writers. It's very obvious now at this point that they're still going to try to continue Scream 7, So it's just, that's where I'm at this point. I doubt, that they're going to cancel Scream 7 where we're at now. But anyways, as far as that goes, Gary Barber, like, the only way I'm gonna watch Scream 7 is if, one, he sells the rights to if he sells the rights to another studio, then I'll watch Scream 7. I'll watch Scream 7 if Gary Barber sells the rights. But if he's still gonna, if him and Spyglass are still gonna be a part of Scream 7, then yeah, I'm just not gonna watch it. I'm not gonna watch. I've already said that in my last video, but yeah, I stand by that. Like, I'm not watching it if this studio is gonna be a part of it, and that's where I'm at. Like, I'm not gonna change that unless they sell the rights, or if they apologize, to Nev, Jenna, and Melissa, and they, try to bring them back, I'll also watch Scream 7 if, Gary Barber apologizes to them and tries to bring them back. I'll watch it. And even if they decline, right? Let's just say Gary Barber does apologize to Nev, Jenna, and Melissa. Let's say he apologizes to them, right? And they decline, and they still don't want to return because they're still upset with him, which rightfully so. That's, it's no big deal, no big issue with that, because I understand. But but even if they do refuse to return, at least Gary Barber tried to bring them back, and at least he apologized. So, I'll watch Scream 7 if he apologizes and tries to bring them back. Even if they refuse to come back, at least he tried to bring them back, and at least he apologized. So I'll watch Scream 7 if he does that. But if he doesn't do anything and he just refuses to apologize and he just says nothing and tries to act like none of this happened and still tries to continue with Scream 7 and him and Spyglass are still going to be a part of Scream 7, then yeah, I'm just not going to watch it. I'm not going to watch it. If he apologizes, then yes. But if not, then no. Um, like it's that simple. That's where I'm at, and so it's just and the thing is that I feel like some people will say, oh, like, oh, but why does he have to try to bring Nev, Jenna, and Melissa back after if all he has to do is apologize? Because I feel like some people will probably say that all he needs to do is apologize. He doesn't actually have to try to bring them back. But the thing is, though, is that if you fire someone and then you low pay two other people, right? And like it's the right thing to do is not only to apologize but try to bring them back. You don't just say, I'm sorry, and then that's it, and then you just act like nothing happened. You try to make things right by apologizing and also trying to bring back the people that you screwed over originally. That's how you make things right. So yeah, like it's not just about apologizing. He also has to try to bring back Melissa, Jenna, and Nev. Because I'm not, and if you, because like regardless, like, and I may sound ignorant for saying that, but like I'm not gonna take his apology as genuine if he doesn't try to bring them back. And I may sound ignorant for saying that, but it is what it is. Like, I'm not going to take his apology as being genuine if he doesn't try to bring them back. Because you don't just screw someone over and then don't try to bring them back. The way to make things right is not just by apologizing, but you also have to bring them back, or at least try to bring them back. Even if they refuse, like, at least try. It's not just about apologizing. So that's where I'm at. Like, I'm not going to take his apology as genuine if he doesn't try to bring them back. And like I said, I may sound ignorant for that, but it is what it is. Like, that's just where I'm at. But yeah, I mean, those are the only things that he can do that will make me watch Scream 7 is if he sells the rights or he apologizes and tries to bring them back. Those are the only reasons. Those are the only things he can do that will make me want to watch Scream 7. Those are the only decisions he could do that will make me want to watch Scream 7 is if he sells the rights or he apologizes and tries to bring Nev, Jenna, and Melissa back. If he does either one of those things, then I'll watch Scream 7. But if he doesn't do either of those things, then yeah, I'm definitely not watching Scream 7. So that's where I'm at. So, like I said, Scream 7, it's just very, it's all over the place, It's, like I said, some people have talked about a reboot. Some people have talked about is a movie getting canceled. Like I don't know. What are we gonna do for Scream 7? I really don't know at this point, and it's very confusing. But yeah, I mean, let me know what you guys think in the comments below about all this, and let me know what you guys think about all this information and all this news that came out yesterday, but I barely heard about it today. So yeah, but either way, what do you guys think about all this information that came out from Production Weekly as well? Because that's mainly what the video is about Guy Busick coming back, because it says it here from Production Weekly that the writers for Scream 7 are James Vanderbilt and Guy Busick. So Guy Busick is now back as one of the writers for Scream 7. So let me know what you guys think about that. And let me know what you guys think about everything I said in this video, just in general. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.